Hey polish freaks, welcome back to another review. So today I have the Sing 2 collection from Morgan Taylor that was just released for this winter 2021. I wasn't like super excited when I first saw this collection, but then as I got into the creams, I really loved a lot of them, and even a few of the glittery ones that I'm going to show here too. Just so you guys know, I will link all the products that I'm wearing down below, all the ones that I can. Like my lipstick, I will try to remember to do that because people keep reminding me that I need to remember to do that. Of course, I'll also be linking the nail polish down below as well. So we have 6 creams and 6 glitters, which I think is really nice because it kind of pleases both crowds. And if you're a cream lover, you're gonna love the creams, and if you're a glitter lover, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like these glimmery shades. These are available at Beyond Polish. Remember to use my code GOLARI10 for a discount. If I inspire you to pick up any polishes, I would appreciate if you use my code. It allows me to be able to buy new collections so that I can continue to do these reviews for you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the creams. I usually start out with the lightest shade. This first one here is Moon Theater Shine. It's this beautiful gray polish. It's a cool toned gray. It's a little bit lighter, but not too light. They have some that are a little bit lighter. This one's a little bit darker. It's beautiful. I really like these kind of cool toned shades. In the winter, I do tend to wear a little bit warmer grays, but I do like this one. And the formula on this is fantastic. You're going to get it opaque in one coat. I did too, but it just applies so beautifully. I believe my live swatch is going to be 1 coat, and then my picture swatch was 2, just because I think it looks a little better with 2 coats. So of course I did comparisons to this because I know there's a few grays out there that I have, and so here is what I compared it to. I compared it to Let There Be Moonlight. That's also Morgan Taylor, and that one's lighter, but it's pretty much the same color family. It might have a touch more blue, but they're very close. And then Smoke the Competition. It's darker and it's a little bit more smoky and a little bit warmer. I love that one a lot. And then Essie Serene Slate, that one's close to Smoke the Competition. I didn't realize how close those are. It's a little bit lighter and a touch warmer, but they're really super close. So like I said, I just personally prefer, especially in winter time, the warmer grays, but I really did like this one a lot, and the formula blew me away. And then we have Shake It Till You Make It, and it's this beautiful, very warm brown taupey shade. Formula on this one is really great as well. It's going to be opaque in like 1 coat. Actually, I think this one is a little bit more Crawley-ish. Yeah, so this one builds up nicely in 2 coats. So it does give it a little bit of that squishy look. I liked it. It was kind of close to my skin tone, but I mean, it is a nude polish, and that's kind of the point of nude polishes. But I liked that it was a little bit warmer. It looked a little nicer on my skin tone, especially right now since I'm a little more pale. So I did compare it to the closest browns taupes that I have in my collection. So here we have Icelanded, a bottle of OPI, and that one's cooler toned and a little bit lighter, as you can see. And then Easily Swayed is close but more purple toned. And then OPI Falling for Milan is warmer, and of course it has that golden shimmer in there that makes it even warmer than this one. So I didn't find anything in my collection. I just kept checking and thinking I was missing something, but there's really nothing that I can find that was super close to this. A lot of the taupey shades, at least by like OPI, leaned more pink or purple, and this one's just more brown, and so it's a little bit different. I don't have all the polishes in the world, but out of the ones that I had, I really couldn't find anything exact as this, so I did find it to be quite original. So this next one is Ready to Work It, and this is just a gorgeous, rich, chocolatey, dark brown. It is so beautiful, you guys, and so unique. I don't have anything like this, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. But it's like a rich brown. It has a lot of red, like a lot of warmer browns that have been coming out, but it's deeper and darker and a little more chocolatey. It is so beautiful and perfect for this time of year. It's like chocolatey, but it's also like gingerbread spicy, and it is fantastic. I love this one so much. I really thought it might be close to some that have come out, but it's not. Okay, let's talk about those comparisons. I compared it to OPI That's What Friends Are Thor, and that one's cooler toned and slightly smoky. And then I compared it to OPI It's Top Secret, and that one's darker and more rich and a little bit cooler toned. I love that polish. That's one of my favorite dark browns. So this one's like even richer and more chocolatey than that one, and has more red in it. And then OPI Espresso Your Inner Self. I wanted to put that one there so you could see that all these warmer browns that have been coming out are lighter, a touch more muted, and this one's just rich and beautiful, and it's so good. This is one of my favorites. I really was surprised that I came out of this collection with 3 really good, strong favorite polishes of mine. This is going to be on my list for a while, I think. It's so good. I should have added this to my winter favorites. I wasn't like super excited about it when I first saw it because I was like, oh, it's like all those those other browns that are coming out, but when I actually got it out and did the comparisons and did the review for this, I was super surprised by it. I'm mad that I don't have this in there. But it should be, and it's so good. Okay, then we have It's Showtime. I love these kind of rich raspberry shades any time of year. They're really beautiful. This is a beautiful formula too. It's going to be opaque in 1 to 2 coats, and I just really enjoy this. Is it super original? No, it's not like super original. There's a lot of colors that are like this. So let's look at the ones that I did compare it to. I did compare it to Miami Beat. When I saw how close they were, I was like, of course I love this one, because Miami Beat from OPI is one of my favorite polishes. It's been a favorite of mine for a really long time. And so of course I love this. So this is maybe just a little bit lighter than that, I think. They're not totally exact, but they're very, very close. And then Essie New Year New Hue was probably the closest Essie that I could find, and that one's more purple. There probably is one out there somewhere that's not. They have a lot of those, and maybe I just didn't pick the right one, but very, very close. And then I wanted to pull out 7th and Flower from OPI so you could see that those were a little bit different too, just because that's a newer one that has come out. So like I said, not super original, but still beautiful. And now another one that I'm super excited about. You guys, there's some good ones in here. I was really happy with it. So this is called Front of House Glam, and this is a beautiful smoky purple, brown, black, gray polish. It's kind of a mysterious color. It does go darker on your nails than it is in the bottle, and I wish it maybe didn't go as dark, but I still just love it so much. And this is the one that I actually have on my nails, just so you guys know. It has a fantastic formula. It's going to be opaque in like 1 coat. I did 2 for my picture swatch. It really is just a winner. Let's talk about the polishes that I did compare it to, because I did find it to be a little bit different. I thought it would be pretty close to like Lincoln Park After Dark, but then I knew it wouldn't, because it's more smoky than that and more purple, and Lincoln Park is more rich and deep, and then it has more of like a red base. So they are different, but it kind of gives you that same vibe. And when people see it on your nails, they're going to think it looks black, but you're not going to care, because you know that it is a little bit smoky and mysterious, and it's just so cool. So I compared it to Susie and the Arctic Fox, and that's more purple. And then I compared it to Smokin' Hot, just because I wanted you to see that that one's more purpley and the shade is lighter. And then I compared it to Generation Zen, and that one's more gray and lighter. Nothing that I have that is exactly the same as this, and it's just so awesome. You definitely need to grab this one. It's one of my favorites now. It's definitely on my top nail polish list. And then we have Red Shore City Rogue. It's this warmer red polish. The formula on this is fantastic. If you love warmer reds, this one's really great. It's opaque in like 1 to 2 coats, and it really is beautiful. I tend to wear more like berry or cherry or more pink red tones, but I did like this one a lot. I don't know why I prefer that, I just do. I don't have much else to say about it. It's another red. I don't get super excited about this type of red, but let me talk about the comparisons. I wanted to compare it to all Morgan Taylor reds, just so those who collect Morgan Taylor can kind of see the difference. You guys know how much I love doing red comparisons. It's my favorite thing ever. I hate it. Actually, sometimes I refuse to do it because there's so many different variations. But here's the comparisons within the Morgan Taylor line. So I have A Kiss from Maryland, and that one's more of a true red and it's brighter. And then we have Stilettos in the Snow. That one's so pretty. And it's more bright, and it's got this Crawley-ish formula. And then Put On Your Dancing Shoes is bright cherry, and it's a red jelly-ish polish. It is beautiful. Anyway, that was fun to do, kind of because it reminded me of some of the red polishes from Morgan Taylor that I really love. But this one's really great, and it's got a good formula. Okay, now we're gonna get into the shimmers and the glitters. This first one is All Eyes on Mina. It's this beautiful champagne gold color. I love these kind of champagne glitters. Morgan Taylor does a really good job with them. It has a really nice opaque formula, and it's got enough glitter in there that it's not gonna be streaky, even though it is a little bit of a metallic color. And so I really did enjoy this one, especially for the holidays. I like them. I tend to only wear these kind of glittery polishes in nail art, and I feel like this one would be pretty good in nail art. So I liked this one. I don't know that it's super original, but it's good. So I compared this one to Gilded in Gold, and that one's from Morgan Taylor also. And I just wanted you to see that that one's a little bit warmer and a little bit more bronze. But I just wanted to keep that comparison within the Morgan Taylor line, because there are kind of a lot of polishes that are similar to this, I feel like. But some of them are like more yellow gold or even more whiter. And so I just wanted you to see that comparison to this one. And then I have Gunter's Get Down, and this is a bright yellow gold orangey polish. Not really my thing, but but I think some of you will find this pretty cool. It's a little bit different. It's definitely unique. A lot of the gold yellows that I have aren't this orangey yellow. This is kind of bronzy too. It's got that kind of metallic shift in there too. The formula is really great though. It's like pretty much opaque in one coat. I would build it up to 2 though, just because I think you're gonna get more depth. But I really did think this one was pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever wear it, honestly, but some of you might. Let's look at those comparisons though. I compared it to Dazzling Dewdrop, and that one's more gold than orange, and it's more yellow. And then I have Can't Stop Her in Copper from Essie, and that one's textured. Mine is drying up quite a bit. All those are drying up quite a bit, and that's still not as yellow. And this gold Slays Me is more of a pearly metallic, but it is kind of a yellow gold. So definitely unique, at least in my collection. So it has that going for it. And then we have Miss Crawley Chic. This one is actually pretty cool. So this is a same kind of formula. It's got those micro glitters in there. It's like a metallic shimmer. I don't even know if they're glitters. It's more of a shimmer. And it's really cool. It does seem to have like this blue base in it, but you really can't tell that because the green shimmer in there is just so strong that you really can't even see that blue base, but you can kind of see it in the bottle. It's kind of cool. I can see people wearing this during the holidays. I probably won't reach for it, but it is definitely unique. I didn't do any comparisons for this one just because I have nothing like this in my collection and it's pretty original. And then we have Breakout Star. It's kind of that same concept as a green one, but it's got like these bright kind of like sapphire blue, and it switches to like purple. It's really interesting and shimmery, and I suck at describing them. I probably should have read the descriptions on these, but you can see it and you'll see it on the nail. Hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of that dimension, but the formula on this is really fantastic too. It's going to be opaque in one coat. I think I did 2. They're definitely unique and cool. I didn't do any comparisons for this one either, just because I really don't have anything like this one either. And then we have Coming Up Crystal, and I really enjoyed this one. It's a little bit different. It is like a glittery silver polish that people come out with this time of year, but it's a little bit different and unique, and it stands out just a little bit. So it kind of has this pink base. It's like a clear jelly base though, but it's tinted pink. And then it has this golden iridescent flash kind of running through it. So it's a little bit warmer than some of the other ones that I have that are kind of like straight up silver. So it's a little bit different. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I also added this into my winter favorites just because I wanted to add some glitters that were newer this year. A lot of my old favorites have kind of dried up and they're harder to find. So I'm just trying to add some newer ones that are good and fresh. And this one's just beautiful, and I liked it because it's a little bit unique. It's got a pretty good formula. If you do want it to build up to be like a solid glitter polish on your nails, you're going to need at least 4 coats to get that filled up. But I thought the base was really nice. It wasn't too thick, and so it was possible to build that up. You just want to make sure when you're applying it to keep rubbing the back of your brush off the bottle, and so you get a lot of that thick base out of there, and so you can layer it a little bit more, if that makes sense. I showed that in one of my videos. I can't remember which one. I did do comparisons for this one, so I compared it to Sprinkle of Twinkle, and that one's very silver, like I was talking about. That's more of a silver, straight up silver. It's really pretty. I like that one. It's a glitter. It's like large glitters dispersed into a mix of like a lot of smaller glitter pieces, so that one's really cool. I probably should have added that one. I can't have them all though, but that one's really pretty. And then Diamonds Are My BFF, that one's more of a gray silver, and the glitter's all micro in there, so it's different. And then Liquid Frost, that one's really pretty. I wanted to add a top coat, but I wanted you to see that it was matte. But when you add a top coat to this one, it's so pretty. It's got beautiful smaller glitter pieces in there, and then it has these larger irregular chunks, and it's just so pretty. That one's really great too. Obviously, I kind of like glitters this time of year, and those are all actually some really good ones, but I really liked this one too. And then we have Rosie Rosita, and this is a beautiful red. It's got a lot of gold shimmer in there that comes across pretty strong, and it's really beautiful. I thought I'd have a lot of polishes that were pretty similar to this, but I really don't, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But the formula on this one's really good too. It's going to build up in 1 to 2 coats, and it just goes on so nicely. Morgan Taylor, like I said, is doing a really great job with their formulas. So let's talk about those comparisons. I compared it to Wish Upon a Starlet, and that one's more of a beet red, and then Just One Bite is a red metallic with some subtle shimmer. It doesn't have that really strong golden flash like Rosie Rosita does, and so it's a little bit different. And then Sending You Holiday Hugs is more raspberry, and the shimmer in that is not as strong, so that's a pretty cool polish. So this one obviously has a really strong golden flash, and so I probably could have gotten away with not doing any comparisons, but there are a lot of these kind of reds with like a gold shimmer in them. So I wanted you to see that this one's brighter and those do stand out a little bit more compared to the other polishes. Okay, so that's all of them. So like I said, when I first saw the collection, I wasn't like super excited about any of them. They looked pretty blah, but that's the thing about getting these actually on your nails, and that's why I do these reviews, so you guys can see that, hey, this polish actually is pretty amazing. It's a little different, even though it doesn't look as good in the bottle. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. So okay, I'm gonna pick my favorites. I think you guys probably know what they are because I already gave it away, but these are the three that I really love. These two are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Go get them. Especially this time of year, you'll want to wear them. I'll be wearing these into like March, I feel like. Well, I don't know, maybe. I kind of get sick of darker colors come the end of January. But these are so pretty. Okay, what are your thoughts on this collection? Did I help you decide to get any? I don't want to break the bank for you, but I do think you need these in your collection. And I love that they have a few standouts in here. And I think they're doing a really good job with their polish lately. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks so much for following me and subscribing and supporting me. You polish freaks, you guys are awesome. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.